Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you the initial check out of a wooden wall Kellogg telephone, and this is John's telephone from Missouri. And so we want to give you a look at it and go through the initial checkout. We have an original lightning arrestor here. We have his receiver capsule here. The cord now, the cloth cord, is going to have to be changed, and we're probably going to have to update the receiver and transmitter in this telephone so that John has the quality that he needs in audio to go ahead and talk on this telephone like an everyday telephone. Now, he has his crank handle and his magneto. The bells are there. Looks like everything is here on this telephone. I want to give you a look at the inside. And our magneto is going to have to be gone through. There's quite a bit of resistance when you turn it. It does not ring the bells at this time, so we're going to have to go through the bells, make sure the solenoid is good, and go through the magneto. We're going to try to use as many original parts as we can, but we're just going to have to go through and troubleshoot and see what we find and see what we can use. And he's not interested in having any kind of keypad or anything like that. He's just going to be using this telephone as an extension telephone. And we're going to set it up to where the bells ring when he gets a call, but yet when he cranks the magneto, it'll still ring. And there has to be a circuit created for that. So we'll just kind of go through it, see what we find, and kind of go from there. We'll get some more video of this telephone as we move along in the repair and conversion of it. And it's in very good condition, basically, for the age. So he's got a really nice telephone here. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll get some more video as soon as we get further along. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're basically finished up with this telephone, but we have one last issue that we're got to take care of. And if you watch our videos, you know that I design and build an electronic transmitter, and that is to get away from the carbon granule type transmitters and the diaphragm type transmitters, because they don't have the quality that you would need to hold a conversation with this telephone, an everyday conversation. And the transmit quality that you will get out of this microphone is way above anything that you would get with a carbon granule transmitter or a diaphragm style transmitter. And we also had to upgrade the receiver capsule. And so to be able to hold an everyday conversation and have the quality that you need for that, we have to upgrade that. And so now basically the last thing that we're going to do is install this transmitter, but I want to do a check first before we put it all together. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you some dial tone, and then I want to tap the hook switch and cause dial tone to go away. And then I want to transmit a little bit, and I'm about 2.5 feet away from this transmitter, and as you can see that red light, it's picking my modulation up, my transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, hello. So we know that this telephone has plenty of transmit power, and I'm nowhere near the telephone at this point, and it's basically picking me up. So we know that that's going to be just fine. And we're also going to, since we don't have a way to call out with this telephone, we're going to use a tone dialer. And we know that if we use a tone dialer, you have to put it up to the transmitter. So if it's touchy enough to pick that tone dialer up and dial out a number, then we know that the transmit is going to be just fine. So we're going to go ahead and take a short break from the video. I'm going to go ahead and install the microphone, and we're going to come back and do our final checks, so we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with this telephone, and we want to do our final checks, but I'm going to run through a little bit about everything that went on with this telephone. We kind of went through a little bit of everything. We worked on the bells, the solenoid, we worked on the magneto. We had to get that squared away so that it was putting voltage out. We rewired everything the way we wanted it wired. We also installed our electronic transmitter. We installed a receiver capsule. We also installed cloth cord for the receiver and went through the hook switch. So a little bit of everything was done to this telephone. We also had to create a circuit so that when you walk up to this telephone and you crank the magneto and you ring the bells, that you're not backfeeding voltage into the telephone line. And so that circuit takes care of when the ring cycle comes in, it does not collide with the magneto. So that circuit was created and installed. So basically just a little bit of everything that we had to go through on this telephone. So now what we want to do is we want to crank the magneto and ring the bells. And it has a very nice sound to the bells. We want to go ahead and ring the telephone with the analyzer like you were getting a call. We'll let that go several times. I'll let it go one more time. I want to give you some dial tone. And so now what I want to do, since I have a switch box over here, if I press this button on the switch box, that gives us a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation. And we'll go ahead and use a tone dialer, and we will dial a time and temp number. Now, I will warn you on that time and temp number that it's possible that they still are having problems with it. You'll hear a little bit of a recording, and then they have a hum that's in their equipment, and they're having problems with their equipment, and it has nothing to do with what we're doing on this end. It's their equipment. So we'll go ahead and switch the switch box, give you some dial tone, and we'll use our tone dialer now.
Good evening. Today is Tuesday, July 30th. The time is 7:24. Current temperature at 79 degrees. Showers diminishing overnight, lows in the upper 60s, mostly cloudy Wednesday, 20% chance of a shower and a thunderstorm, high in the low 80s.
Okay, so now that we know that this telephone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to John and Sherry, and they can start enjoying this telephone. It's a really cool Kellogg wooden wall, and I don't think anybody would have a problem having this telephone. It's going to look really nice wherever they install this telephone, and they're going to get a lot of use out of it, I'm sure. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.